Hi Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Arakia Galadirthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, but welcome back to Warhammer Total War II as we continue on as Empire of Praesidius. The nation of humanity combined are rising against all friends and foes in the world of Warhammer. I don't know what the planet's called. No one has so far been able to give me a name. We are fighting against Nasher Dribblechin. However, I'm actually going to retreat because I don't think I can win. I've learnt some things about the Forest Goblin Spider Riders that I don't particularly like. They've been calling me names behind my back, and I don't feel that we're in a position to take them and the settlement garrison. So we are, in fact, going to retreat. Now, they will most likely follow us and attack us again, but they won't have the benefit of the settlement garrison, and that is what we are counting on. So that's what we're going to do in a moment. But before I get into that, first of all, allow me to just say that there is a poll, which I'll put into the link in the description below, which is for the new name of the quasi-Umbar faction in Divide and Conquer. If you haven't seen that poll already, go and vote for the name you think is best. Additionally, since we last played this game, I have modded it quite substantially. Well, I say that, I think I've only got about 6 mods, actually. So I've modded it since you've last seen me play this game. And I've done some testing to make sure that the game didn't crash, and as you can see, obviously it didn't. They were all suggested that they were save game compatible, and I've made a note in my little notebook here to put a list of the mods in the description also. So I'll probably put a file on Dropbox and link to it in the description so I can update it easier. And that will just tell you what mods I now have installed as we move forwards through this little realm, through this game. I am still thoroughly enjoying this, but cards on the table. Let's unhash our sins here. A few moments ago, I loaded up to record this very episode. And I took it upon myself to fight that battle. I got absolutely annihilated. I withdrew my army, and then in the subsequent battle, this entire army was killed. And I felt a real sense of rage at the game. And I reloaded. I save scummed. Now, obviously, you didn't get to see that battle, so it means very little to you. But to me, it did just happen. Now, one of the mods that I have installed will be apparent to many of you immediately, and it's a mod that makes the capitals unique. It's got a special name. I'm not familiar that much. I'm not that familiar with the Warhammer mod, so I don't know the names off the top of my head. But it's a mod that makes Praesidius on the campaign map look unique, and it does the same for every capital city. So Praesidius no longer just looks like Victus and Armenelos, but slightly larger. It now looks totally unique. The only thing I would note is that wall there seems to be completely irrelevant in the defence of the city. I'm not sure what the purpose of it is, but there we are. Anywho, so there's a neat, unique little Praesidius. Obviously, the city's not called that, it's called Altdorf, but to me it's called Praesidius, and it now stands unique. Yeah, there's a couple of others that are unique. Possibly Marienberg, although I don't actually think so. No, it's only capitals, isn't it? I don't know where the capitals are, so there's other capitals. One of the French people, they have a unique... I'm not doing much justice to it. Anywho, let's carry on. Another benefit, or another change since the last time we played, is I've actually moved the installation of the campaign. I've moved the installation onto my solid state drive rather than my hard drive. And the loading times into the battles and whatnot is now substantially faster. In fact, it has gone from... Well, this is just... I'm now selling SSDs to everyone. Before I moved the installation of the game onto my SSD, to load into a battle took approximately 3 to 4 minutes. No, sorry, 2 to 3 minutes. So about 2.5 minutes. It was very common for it to be at least 2 minutes. And now that it's on my SSD, it loaded in 20 seconds. That is a substantial saving. I mean, 20 of what? So it's 2 minutes, it was 120, 10% is 12. We're talking like an 85% saving in time by just putting it on the SSD. That's unbelievable. The turn times there do get slightly quicker, but it really is so small as for you to not really notice.
Tools of judgment ready.
Ulrich, friend, let's get you out of there because you're not going to do anything in the mountain.
Who calls?
Our army is slowly suffering attrition in the mountain, something I was not aware that happened. The army has gone, again, like the orcs can do, or goblins, whatever their bloody name is. They've snuck through, and they're heading for Armenelos. Also, where did the rebels go? There were rebels here in the last one. They appear to have gone. Oh, and another little tidbit for you is when you click play on the game from either Steam or from your own shortcut, it of course takes you through to the launcher where you can launch every Total War game that you own, which is handy and yada yada yada, whatever. But unfortunately, if you click continue campaign from that point, it loads up the latest autosave and not the latest save full stop. So the reason the last 2 episodes had me repeating what I'd done already was because it was loading up the autosave and not my own personal save, which was very frustrating. So fortunately this time I've managed to actually realise that, and now I no longer just click continue campaign. But they really want to get this Ulrich guy dead, don't they? They really don't like him around their territory. What we need to do, and the reason I'm getting Karl Franz into position, is because Karl Franz is going to have to come back and defend our lands, and Balthazar is going to have to take the fight to the mountains. It's interesting to note, though, that we suffer attrition in the mountains regardless, which is, in my personal opinion, nonsense. I appreciate that crossing mountains can indeed cause a problem for your troops, but at least make the mountains look a little bit more like they would do that. Ah, Marienburg have been destroyed. The French have arrived and taken them.
So,
Ulrich has finally been wounded, but the Orcs don't have another army, so once we crush them in Andunier, which will not take much longer.
summon the Elector Counts.
That's all he ever bloody says, isn't it? Who are these bloody Elector Counts, and why are we so busy summoning them all the time? Right, in one turn, he'll have a solid enough army to move up to Karak Asgaraz and hold there. Balthazar's army will replenish, one would hope. No, they're going to take ages to replenish. But they can at least get to Andunier and take it. We don't have enough money to do anything else. Oh, I should also go and fight that battle, I'm being told a lot as well, because we're more than ready to take it down. Now, in Praesidius, we are after things like this. We would like a blacksmith. I'm not sure I'm bothered with the Shrine of Sigmar. I think we've already covered that numerous times. So just go over everything again. And I want both of those things, so we've got to save up a hefty amount of monies. Putting us at another end turn for now.
Greetings from Sigmar.
Greetings. Yes. Screw our our isolation. The times indeed are dire, and we call upon the dwarves for their support. Can these people take towns? Surely not. No, they're going to go and do loads of bull crap, aren't they? I hate agents. I hate agents. An aspect of the game that I've always disliked. I like order amongst the utter chaos of these games. And the agents are always just a boring mechanic you have to worry about. I just want to kill things and spread the red colour around the map. Is that so difficult? I don't want to care about making sure that my agent gets enough traits and ancillaries so that he's good enough to spread disorder through towns or whatever. It's a boring minigame to me. And I apologise. Who's this over here? Albrecht Haupt Anderson. Ah, Viscount Lord Nelson is amongst them, apparently. Couldn't even get that many unit cards. You couldn't even bother to make more than just like 2 designs for the people. God. I like the game, but like just stop milking these games as the cash cows that you want them to be. Do something proper with them. Alright, let's get a clothier, Nelson Victoria. As we press in on Andunier, the Orcs, I don't know if they're moving back up to their mountains or what. That army's just going to constantly run away from us, isn't it? It's going to be one of those kind of factions.
Bring me to my men.
Alright, he has nothing to do there. What's happening to you now? Oh, now you're in swamplands, you're going to suffer attrition as well. Just constantly suffering attrition. Do they even know how to exist as human beings? Apparently they need support and guidance in that. I'm expressing a lot of frustration and I can only apologise. I've apologised like 3 times as well. I shouldn't be apologising for everything. It's not my fault. The videos this week have been very, very all over the place. And of course, I have 2 new DAC campaigns. I did say in the developer diary I would continue on the Dale one, but I really don't want to. But then I'm in a bit of a quandary because when you start 2 campaigns at the same time, they inevitably don't do as well as if you start them at separate times. Which I know is a minor thing, but it's nicer to see growth. Keeps us all here, keeps us going. Right, get out of that swamp. Oh, yes. This time we have a much bigger chance. We're going to encircle them because we know they have no allies that they can help with. And we will sit them out. You damn well shall be victorious. I'll tell you what, actually, because we know they have no other army. Karl Franz! Get over here, man.
In the name of Magnus.
Yes, Magnus. How does one go about learning when their wounded heroes and lords are going to come back? Not that way, that's for true. Oh.
Who calls?
Stirland aren't doing too well, are they?
The Empire.
Ostland are not doing very well. Neither are they. Yes. I am substantially stronger than all other humans. Oh dear. Bretonnians. Oh, the dwarves are way better than me. Apparently Crooked Moon and I are still relatively equal. What do the numbers mean? Oh, settlements. They have 3 settlements. It tells you how many settlements they have. That's a bit cheating, isn't it? No, because... Oh, no, that's not my settlements. I don't have 32. My strength rank is 32. Well, their strength rank. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm not a blundering child, I promise. Oh, Musilon. You're really not doing well. Apparently I could walk over and just annihilate you in one fell swoop. I don't think we've got any options here. We could get trade with them, but we don't want trade with the undead.
The Tsarina empowers me to offer you warm greetings this chilly eve, Kislev.
Does he always refer to himself in the 3rd person? I know he's not called Kislev. You don't have to name your own faction every time that says no to something. Kislev does not agree.
Hail, fellow nation of men. I will.
Oh, trying to get my heart there, aren't they? They know that we're on a conquest for humanity.
Who calls?
Midland, why aren't you trading with me?
Yes. So, greetings, my countrymen. Do you come in peace on this fine Marktag? No. No!
Oh, he got very aggressive there, didn't he? Why don't you want to trade so much? Just trade with me, you daft bastards. Well, they're not going to do it. And that's the only disappointing thing of getting the little indication now. You just know it's not going to happen.
Of course.
They're not confederating with us anytime soon.
No.
They don't want a military alliance. But we've got a lot more trade. That should have given us a bit of a boost in money. End the turn! Oh! We got an achievement. Trade attaché. Attaché. Sorry, I'm calling it che and it's not. It's che. Ah, look, they're moving in to try and, I don't know, poison my troops. Slidermiser performed an assassination attempt on Viscount Lord Nelson. You bastards. And here they come. Alright. Alright, we'll take it. All of those Goblin Spider Riders. This time we're not going to let them flank us like there's no tomorrow. In fact, I'm going to cheese the absolute hell out of this battle map. And if you don't like it, screw it. You have to endure it. I am going to run to a corner and hide because all this bugger did when I fought him last time was flanked me with every single unit he had and utterly crushed my army. It was a joke. See how quick that was to load? That was like not even 15 seconds or something. That's madness. Buy an SSD, people. It's worth the money. I mean, get whichever brand you want. I'm not advocating a specific type. His reinforcements are coming in over there. His army is made up entirely of goblin spiders, as I'm well aware. And there's a nice little hill that we are going to run to. Oh, Cinnamon, where are you going to run to? I'm going to run to the corner because I can beat you from there. Very well, said the singer. Oh, go on then. I'm not one for gambling. We gained some. Start deployment. Yep, I'm deployed. Look at them. Don't you just hate their guts? Is there not a... I absolutely hate, loathe, all orc/goblin style nations. I've never liked them. I never will. There's things about them that make me just irrationally angry. Oh, another feature. I don't know if it's the mods or the recent release of the latest DLC for the game, but all of my keys had changed back to the game's defaults, and it no longer accepted my adjustments. Right, let's get our real units. Oh, I don't know, actually. I'm thinking we just want a solid wall to counter the goblin scum that's coming against us. But we want the best arch units, if you will, to take safer positions. Balthazar to get in there. Nelson, I'm cautious of using him too freely. Right, and we need our line here. You guys are going to basically die for the Empire today. I'm sorry that that's what it's going to have to be. But that is what it's going to have to be. You will stand your ground. You are soldiers of Gondor. No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. To quote Gandalf absolutely flawlessly. Ah, bugger. Cavalry. Cavalry, cavalry, cavalry. They picked my cavalry out last time. They singled them out. Moving! And also, I don't know if I must have renamed them right at the end of 2 episodes ago, but they're still not called Swan Knights yet. We've also got those Raider Cav. Ah, there we are. I'll tell you what we'll do. Just move the archers over. Get Nelson in amongst those.
For the Warhammer! Artillery units!
Everybody run. The enemy is already here. I wasn't even paying bloody attention. Pay attention, Gallo, for God's sake. What are they shooting me with? Siege is in position. Thank God for that. At least they will then. You are free to fire at will and fire with extreme prejudice. As the goblins emerge from the trees. Yes, hand cannoneers. Oh no, free company. Oh, shoot balls. Oh, good lord. What on earth has happened there? Good striking with the mortar. Balthazar. Do they have siege? Is that siege over there? No. I didn't think they had siege. Oh no, don't tell me my cannons shot my own troops. They did, didn't they? Give it all you have.
We serve the Emperor!
Firing at will. Keep it up.
Great swords!
Zweihanders, fight with all your damned might. And without the ability to flank, they suddenly lose. I'm cheesing the game, I'm sorry, but the game is slightly more difficult than Divide and Conquer, and everything is new and alien to me. And that's my reasoning for cheesing the game. Also because, I mean, you play the games to have fun, and if you have fun, like myself, by beating enemies through sneaky and very wrong means, then this is the only way to do it, so be it. We're losing the front lines. Everybody is defending though, right? Yeah. The one thing that one of the things I think I like the most about the game, and the reason I do come back to it with a sort of glee, is it is damned attractive looking. I mean, I know some of it can be a bit shiny almost, but when you turn it into that mode, it just looks absolutely awesome. The carnage that's going on all around. Right, what we need to do now is start using our advantage here. No, we've done it. We've managed to... The Goblin Spider Riders' strength lies in their ability to flank and hit. And we've taken that away from them, and they're nothing. We also need to replace our Spearmen. We need to get some more of them in. We really probably should drop out some free company. In fact, I think we'll give some free company to Karl Franz. And we'll take some more mainline units so that we don't have quite as unbalanced army. Here he comes. Very slowly. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. Terribly sorry. Would you mind scooting over us, Notch? Ah, cheers, old bean. Coming through. What? Step to your left. That's your chance. King and country, what? And out we go. I'll be back in a moment. Hold my tea. Chase down whatever on that is. Good God. Oh, well done. He took it out in one go. The demon that is Viscount Lord Nelson. It's absolutely astounding. If you'd seen the battle I played before this, where this army annihilated me, I killed virtually none of them, and they massacred me. And the only difference was, it wasn't this map, but on a map similar to this, I stationed my army in the middle, on top of a hill. And that was the only difference. Because my army was in the centre, genuinely, almost the entire army of goblins flanked my army. Now, one of the keys follows the knights in first person. Oh, this is it. Here we go. For glory! King and... Oh, we don't have a king, do we? We have an emperor. On the field ahead of you lie the goblin hordes. Beaten, broken, wounded and weary, they flee the sight of our human empire. But we cannot allow that to pass. Bear with me just one moment. Get them, get them, get them, get them all. They're pretty nippy, these little goblins, aren't they? Either that or the Swan Knights are just slow as hell. Here we are. In we go. Every sword lance thrust takes a goblin down. Oh, he's going for it. They do look very good. It's a very attractive game. I've said it already, but I'll say it again. Anyway, I think we're going to capture as many as we're going to get there. I think we've caught as many as we're going to get. Oh, no, Nelson's going for it. Yes, Nelson. It's over. Oh, feeling much happier now. See that? I mean, that's a prime example of, unfortunately, a human will always have a huge advantage over the AI. I fought the AI in a way that a battle would actually be. I took the position on top of a hill. It was the best hill I could get on a virtually flat plain style map. Protected my cannons and my ranged units and encircled them with my land forces, and I had a few free company militia on the side to flank. And the AI just ran entirely around me, attacked from the back. When I changed direction so that my units who were at the front were now defending my back line, the AI then came from the other side. But on that battle where I simply shut down the sides, the superiority of humanity absolutely wrecks the orcs. Or goblins, rather, sorry. We've taken goblin captives. We're not going to pardon them. We're going to wipe them out. Oh, and suddenly Crooked Moon loses a substantial force. And we will best them. Karl Franz has yet to really wet his whistle on blood and warfare, and he shall be used. We shall send him into the mountains to reclaim humanity's birthright. Total domination. I mean, even outside of games, humans, we do kind of have that thing, don't we? It's like people just kind of expect to rule other people, and it happens all the time. The world over. And Dunier is no match. Well, because it's ours.
Command here. My orders are to move.
How does one move troops between...
I shall be victorious.
Oh, no, that's not what we want. No, stay encircling. Franz is on his way. Oh, Franz, train some more troops. Oh, wrong key. That's the finance scroll. I'd like more of those. Because I'm going to swap a large chunk of those out. Alright, so train those for the next turn. Marvellous. Oh, what's this? Oh, if we move him over to the dwarves, we get some money. And Balthazar has gone up another... Oh, we can give him a horse. Oh, that's interesting. I'd be quite tempted to do that. We can get a Pegasus eventually. Yes, please. Pegasus, though. Does Pegasus not mean more than one? And Pegasi would be the plural. Would be the singular. Or is it the other way? Is it he could ride a Pegasus, and there is a herd of Pegasi? I'd be interested to learn if anybody knows the answer to that question. And many more like them. Tune in later today. Altdorf can rise in a long time. We could upgrade Castamus, but then we don't really have anything to build. I mean, although we do want more money, I suppose. We don't have enough to do out. End the turn. Oh, he tried to block me. But he couldn't. See, it's very annoying that they have the ability to just run around you whenever they want with this underground system thing. Because in this exact example, I'm going to crush them at Andunier. Let's say, for example, then we send Franz into the mountains on the west, and we send Balthazar south to attack from the south. The goblins, then, to flee when they sense their impending doom, can just go into their tunnels and come back and take Andunier. And you're just chasing them around the map forever. And it's a very cool game aspect, in theory, that is always abused by an AI that only, unfortunately, has a single goal: to constantly survive. And they do that by cheesing themselves, I suppose, but then I can't complain, I've just cheesed it. Our armies consist of noble state troops, and yet they act like a horde of free company. They loot and pillage across the countryside. Something must be done. Punish them! Oh, they've snuck into our Menelaus, and they've damaged our walls. That's alright. These spies, who are apparently amazing at what they're doing. All broken nose have been destroyed. Ah, Ulrich Pappenheimer.
Show me the accused.
You're back. You have zero skill in doing anything.
You are judged.
We have a 29% chance of taking him down. Ah, let's use this opportunity to finally rename units that we want to keep their name. Swan Knights. And you guys definitely need to be renamed to Zweihanders. Because I've been calling you it for so long, it just needs to happen. The Silver Bullets handgun is no. Royal Marines. Now,
the Empire.
Here we go.
Move.
With this question as before.
Step to it.
Ah, there we are. So we want to swap. I would like to take quite a substantial amount of them because his army is massively depleted. And he's got swordsmen, really. I don't really want swordsmen. I'd rather you take those swordsmen. I know they're a high rank, but I'd rather have defensive line infantry. Take those and... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough. Now, I'd quite like to have 4 of those, so we'll take one only one.
Pick up the pace.
Perfect.
Ready.
Right, Carl. Well, is it easier if we go in through the south and take Grimhold first? I think so. It's a much quicker route, isn't it? So you go that way.
I am Franz. They will obey.
I am Franz. Well, why don't you go over there first, actually? Can we route march you?
In the name of Magnus.
Get into our lands to at least let these units recover before they die out.
As is my right by Sigmar's crown.
By Sigmar's crown. As is my right. Diplomacy. Anything else we want to do? Oh, Nordland have already said no, haven't they? Bordelot, you fancying some trade?
The rightful laws of this land.
You're not the rightful lords of this land. Your accent, unfortunately, decrees that you are nothing. Oh,
I stand defiant.
Very friendly. Oh, that's cool. We're getting on well with the dwarves. I like dwarves.
Seek out the heretics.
Contrary to possibly popular belief. Oh, we've got another. Yes, Viscount Lord Nelson, you beauty. Missile resistance can go up. Passive ability, hold the line, full leadership, 100% charge resistance. Oh, that's cool. Yes, definitely get that. Contrary to popular belief, I don't actually like elves the most. Never have done. I find elves actually to be quite boring in their almost dogged devotion to being pure and righteous. But that being said, I dislike chaos so much that there never seems to be a middle ground with elves. In fact, I think The Witcher does it rather well. But in most other things, they follow a very Tolkien-style elf system, where the elves are either basically angelic beings of utter purity.
To see our allies of the mountains.
Oh yeah, go on. Or they are absolutely debased and completely brutal, vile beings, like the Dark Elder versus the Elder in Warhammer. Although obviously they're shades of grey, but and I don't like that about elves. And so I dislike the evil elves because they're normally way too chaos-based for my liking, and I dislike normal elves because they're way too pure for my liking. Oh, you've gained a trait. Oh, well done. And we've gained 5% speed for musicians. No, I said that wrong. We have gained troop musicians, meaning we gain 5% speed for our infantry. Let's go for that one because we can. He has gained a trait. Oh, I need that thing down there, don't I? Hero self-defense plus 5% chance of wounding aggressive. Oh, but he hasn't gained a rank. I see. Oh. Oh, affects enemies in range, but those are battle items, aren't they? Don't know if they actually have any. Oh, you can use possibly some of these, though. Nearby foreign armies, campaign movement range. Yes, I think we'll want that. Because you're never really going to be tied to an army. You might as well take the public order one if you're ever in our lands. And he's going up there with the fortunate. Warrior's Bane is held by him. Oh, you can take a physical resistance. Maybe Lord Nelson should do with that, actually. Lord Nelson, take the physical resistance. Chuck some armor on, why the hell not? And you can reduce the melee defense and armor of nearby troops. Yes, thank you very much. Barded Warhorse, yeah, we'll keep that. I'm not sure that's worth it, but we'll take it because there's no need. You haven't got anything else. Tick, well done. Marvellous.
What?
Come out of your route march.
I see no other option. Moving off.
Now they are going to take 11 turns. I don't think it's actually worth it. We should probably just push on Grimhold now.
Ulrich's will.
Oh, I keep pressing that button. It's the wrong key. I think we've got enough to take down their garrison, surely. Oh, good Christ. Uzgar Troll Eater has got quite a substantial force, actually, so we will pull out. Go back to Force March.
To unite the provinces.
Hang there for a bit, and we'll train you up to a full army. How long have we got until these people start really feeling our encircling? Not too long. Alright. Now is your chance. You failed. You failed me. I can't think of a better name, but I don't like the fact that you don't have your own name yet. So I'm going to, for the moment, just call you Ar-Pharazôn. And your surname is the Golden. Yeah, that'll do. How much money are we on? 3,000. What's the first thing that we can get? Blacksmith is 4. That's 10. We don't want that one. So that's it, really. So if we wait one more turn, we can get the blacksmith in, which would be nice.
The Empire.
Ar-Pharazôn the Golden has now gained a skill. Weapon Strength increase. Oh, that's a battlefield one again. Assassinate. Let's turn you into somebody who can get rid of all of these bloody... whatever they are. The Empire and Karak Ziflin have... Yes, that's us. Well done, Gallo. Tirio Achin U Anithir, I believe, fits rather nicely there, which is Sindarin for look with your eyes, not your mouth. Which is what my mother tells me when I look for something and can't find it, and then I come crying to her saying, Mum, I can't find it. Where is it? What have you done with it? And she says, look with your eyes, boy. For an insight into my mother's life there. Stop slowing down. I'm sure I changed that as well. This is that one, isn't it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Off. Off. Fastest. Fastest. I don't know what the two on the left do. Now, I would I could read up about it, I suppose. But I'd appreciate it if you would tell me what these actually do. Is it just that it moves the camera to look at them when they move? Because I believe by setting them all of the settings to do that, it no longer will follow anyone, which again speeds up the turn times just a little bit by throwing things more in your favour.
Come.
Ah, Sterland. Yes. Sigmar. Who is this Sigmar of whom we speak? There is only one God Emperor of mankind, and he holds no names nor monikers of any such other than God Emperor as is his wont. Oh, stop trying to kill Farazon. Jesus. Take a day off, guys. Right, will one of these make you replenish faster? In camp. Enables replenishment, but does it actually have any difference? So at the minute, they're going to take 10 turns to be fully replenished. If we go to in camp...
I am Franz. They will obey.
Oh, yeah, it halves the time. Oh, excellent, yeah. Also, I'm pleased that Franz likes himself so much. Constantly reminding me who he is. Oh, hold on, actually. Don't train any troops yet. Praesidius? Get me that blacksmith. Did I already show you Praesidius, or was that the other one? Oh, that's annoying. Can't remember if it was this one or the other one. One of the mods that I have installed gives you a custom campaign models. And they're only for the custom cities, the capital cities, sorry, and Praesidius or Altdorf is one of those. But I can't quite remember if I had explained that already in the last episode in this one, or if I explained that in the now non-recorded episode. But I will post, as I say, there will be a list of all the mods that I'm currently using. Oh, who is that? Garsnag. He's a goblin big boss. No, and you failed again. You've not really got this down, have you? You keep banging on about judging this person and judging that person. But when it comes down to it, you're all talk and no walk. At least the gentleman whom you are now named for was at least able to walk the walk. At first, of course, capturing Sauron was pretty sturdy. Sturdy? That's a terrible descriptive word for a man's achievements. Ah, yeah, that means we'll sturdy.
Friends of the Empire, come.
Boris Todbringer of Middenland. Their demands military access, and they'll give me 200 gold and military access. Go on then. Friends of the Empire, you are welcome in the Heartlands. We will rise together, fight together, die together, stand together, unite together, and together claim victory. There's quite a lot of goblin and orc style clans, aren't there, as it ticks through? Oh. Oh well.
I am the Supreme Patriarch.
Oh, they really don't have a chance now, do they? So, oh, but look how wounded you are. If I auto-resolve, are you going to die? Yes. You are. But we want some more money, so we'll take that. We'll just occupy, because this is our heartland, really. He's a good attacker. Good man.
You summon me.
You have room for one more? You Can't take any of those. Oh, I keep doing that. Stop pressing that button, Galley. I would happily take some more Reichsguard. The Swan Knights need accompanying armies. Who did we lose? Some spearmen with shields, didn't we? Probably more archers is best, actually. Can we not get more Royal Marines? No.
I am in ascent.
Oh, and did I just choose the one that takes 2 turns? I did.
That will
moron. I am in ascent.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Oh, this guy. This guy. I would be eternally grateful if someone could explain to me who the Elector Counts are, because if I can find them, then I can hopefully shut Karl Franz up. Because he won't stop banging on about these bloody counts. Get some swordmen. You don't have an aggressive arm of your army yet, really, do you? Alright, but keep holding there. Keep staying true.
What?
Your training, you'll be a turn. Balthazar's gone up again. And he can get his Pegasus mount. Excellent. Can you just have as many of these as you want? Like, do these... You can just keep going until he's essentially maxed out. Is that a thing? So we don't need to bother with a barded warhorse, because now we've got Quicksilver. Yes. Gelt's Pegasus is a mighty and noble creature, a flying steed ready to whisk his master into or out of trouble at the Patriarch's command. Oh, he's big on public order, which isn't really very good, actually, considering he's our main attacking general. Karl Franz. I'm going to give it to you instead. You take 2 of those public order ones. It comes with a warhorse. That's pretty good. We can't give you anything else, though. We haven't won anything else yet. Oh, physical resistance of 15%. Yeah, go on. He's strict, giving him public order boost as well. He is a very good general to hold and defend lands with. That's quite nice. Oh, and what can we do here? We can issue an edict. Public order boost. Not sure that's worth it at the moment. Reduce enemy heroes' success rates, increase the tax. Income from trade goes up and growth grows up. Let's go with trade and growth. Burgermeisters. Fascinating name. Oh, we do, unfortunately, have 2 buildings. Did they rebuild that then? Morons. Let's take out that one. End the turn. I think this will probably be the last end turn. But I am enjoying it. I must confess that I enjoy the game an awful lot more now that I know more about what I'm doing. As much as learning your way through it can be fun, it is better to know exactly what you can do in any given moment. I prefer to know and understand rather than to bluster and blunder. Of course. Nordland have been defeated. We need the Kislev to be defeated, so that then they can send a message to everyone. Kislev is defeated. Kislev is not very happy about being defeated. Nordland. Now, what we want from here, we can get a Reeks for, is the cannon, the gunsmith. I'm led to believe that our Menelaus gives a boost to gun units. We can't get it yet, but that's what we want. 1 turn we can get it in 1 turn. I'm clicking very, very quickly. Oh, we can upgrade one of these 2, though. Let's upgrade Andunier. Or should we max out Ravenna? Ravenna is further away, and arguably the one that's going to be in trouble more. So let's go for that one first. Bit more money can't hurt us either.
The nation calls.
The nation, it calls. 2 more turns until his army is ready to go. The goblins are just hanging about. I'll tell you what we're going to do, actually, because the enemy here is going to really tick me off, and I just know they are. So, oh, he actually rides it on the campaign map. And it doesn't look at all foolish with the way that they've designed the wings. Why would the wings not rest by its side, rather than a perpetual scythe motion?
Now.
3 turns until Franz is fully replenished. Oh, they've gone back up to 4. Oh, but I can encircle you, actually, can't I? No, I can't. You have to have half your movement speed to do that. Alright. Yeah, stand there. But we'll end at the start of the turn rather than at the beginning. And that was 49 seconds we clicked that button, because I would quite like to figure this out, actually, to work it out on my own. Oh, they failed. Thank God for that. Viscount Lord Nelson is too vital to the war effort to go down now. We cannot lose him. What did I say? 49. We come up on 21 seconds there. Dun, 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 dun. I love counting and finding out how quickly the turns go. It's a strange addiction. Oh, they're reasonably lengthy, actually, aren't they? They're only getting longer by the looks of things. We should come in on the end ones at 28. Which is 10, 1, 28, 38, 39 seconds that took. Which is lengthier than most other games. Right, we're ready for it.
So,
you are going to lose your encircling bonuses.
I see no other option.
And head into the mountains.
Pick up the pace.
The armies of Imperial Praesidius descend upon the mountains. The towns of Grimhold and Carricknorn will soon with an SH, be in the fold. We will rise victorious. Unchecked and unchallenged. Glorious. Oh, you can do both. Go on then. Yes, please. We're saving up for that one. But we will end the game. We're just going to end the game. I'm just going to shut the game down. We shall end the campaigns. No, let me just stop. Take in a breath. We shall end today's episode there. I'm not sure what the plan or the schedule is going to be with the 2 new DAC videos. I'm not going to start the Umbar DAC video, or whatever their name is going to be. Either R.R. Dunayim, which is currently at the top of the suggestion list. If you're interested, that is the closest approximation, I believe, to the pronunciation of R.R. Dunayim. Also, Kingsmen and Black Numenorians coming in close second. But there's a few more bits and pieces of modding I want to do to the Kingsmen faction before I play as them. So they may be a week or so away. But Lothlorien could get underway almost immediately. So I will fiddle around with it most likely this weekend and get the first episodes recorded then. So this week we'll probably only have Shogun and the Imperial Praesidius campaign in them. So apologies for that if you are desperate for your DAC content from myself. But of course, version 2's release draws ever closer, and soon you will no longer have to get your version 2 fix from me and me alone. You'll be able to get it yourselves. So we'll need to do a ton of modding as soon as version 2 is released so that I have something to draw you all back to the channel for. Anywho says... Oh, and the next lore video, I just don't know. I'm so up in the air with lore videos. My weekends are the best time to do it because it takes so long. And at the minute, I don't really have those free. I'm just all over the place. Lore videos will return, but consider them on a hiatus. They'll probably return in a few months when I've moved out and I'm free every evening. So then my weekends can be devoted more to things like that. Academic pursuits. But for now, and until we speak again, dearest friends, Navar Naden Pedimad Meludnin. And farewell.